If your workday is just copying updates between apps, this Notion news is aimed directly at that pain. A customer note lives in one tool, a status update lives in another, a database changed somewhere else, and somehow you are the human bridge between all of it. Here is the turn. Notion is trying to make the workspace behave less like a notebook and more like a dispatch station for AI agents. One place where work comes in, gets routed, gets updated, and gets tracked. TechCrunch reports that Notion introduced a developer platform that extends its custom AI agents, connects with external agents, and lets teams build multi-step workflows that pull data from databases. The important phrase is not AI agent. We have heard that phrase so many times it has become wallpaper. The important phrase is orchestration layer. That is our one mechanism today. The workflow station. Picture a train station at midnight. Different trains arrive from different cities. Someone has to know which platform they belong on, what cargo they carry, when they leave, and whether a signal changed down the line. In a company, those trains are Salesforce, Zendesk, Postgres, support tickets, bug reports, and the little update requests that quietly eat the afternoon. Notion's custom agents could already help with repetitive work like answering questions, compiling updates, or automating simple workflows. Notion says customers have built more than 1 million of them. But there was a catch. Those agents could not easily connect with external data or custom logic, and outside agents did not have a clean way to connect back into the Notion workspace. So teams patched things together. A third-party automation tool here, a custom script there, someone's personal flow, a tiny piece of infrastructure nobody wants to own, a spreadsheet that definitely should not be the source of truth, but somehow is. Notion's new workers are meant to reduce that mess. Workers let teams run custom code in a secure sandbox. In plain English, a team can write logic that syncs data into Notion, builds custom tools, or reacts to webhooks without standing up a separate little machine just to keep the workflow alive. And Notion says your preferred AI coding agent may be able to write that code for you. That is where the daily habit starts to change. The old habit is open the app, find the record, copy the status, paste it into the team doc, ask if it is current, then repeat tomorrow. The new habit Notion wants is describe the rule, let a worker connect the systems, and let the agent update the shared workspace. Database sync is the proof point. Notion says teams can pull data from any database with an API into Notion databases and keep it current. The report names examples like Salesforce, Zendesk, and Postgres. That matters because the average employee does not want another dashboard. They want fewer stale dashboards. They want the shared page to stop being a museum of last week's information. The other piece is external agents. Notion says users will be able to chat with external AI agents, assign them work, and track their progress as if they were Notion's own agents. At launch, supported partners include Claude Code, Cursor, Codex, and Decagon, with an external agent API for internal company agents too. That sounds like a feature list, but the everyday future version is simpler. Your workspace may become the place where agents clock in. Work needs a shared surface where humans can see what agents are doing, what data they touched, and what still needs approval. There is a catch. If every workspace becomes an agent station, the station owner gets more power. Your team could become more organized, but also more dependent on the place where all the routing happens. And if the routing logic is messy, you have not removed work. You have just hidden it behind a nicer interface. So the useful question is not, is Notion an AI company now? The useful question is, where is your work currently being carried by humans between systems? Where are people copying status, reconciling records, refreshing pages, or asking the same update question every week? Those are the places a workflow station actually matters. If this works, the daily habit changes from app hopping to dispatching. You do not spend the morning chasing the train. You check the board, change the signal, approve the route, and move on. That is the future worth paying attention to. Not a magical robot coworker, but a calmer operating room for the tools you already use. The people who win will not be the ones with the most agents. They will be the ones who know how to conduct them.